about to tell y'all a story because I don't want, I feel like I get a lot of emails. It's a lot of women that look up to me, and that's not a bad thing. Is that I think I'm exempt from shit, and I'm not. Like, it goes down, like, with me too. But I've just always been in a long-term relationship. But your girl met a lion. This is what I'm about to put on for this video so it doesn't look really, really weird. But your girl met a lying ass Libra, right? Hold on. That's the only... Oh, this is bright. Oh, it's cute. That's the only thing I don't like about Nyx is that I feel like it's not and then of course it's bright as hell right now. Get the little part. Okay, girls, I met a motherfucking Libra, right? So I'm minding my own business in the MOA, shopping like I normally do, just to get all this cute stuff and have it sit in my closet, drink wine, and sit there and watch murder shows because I'm single as fuck, as you guys know, which is a great thing. I get it. Sometimes it gets lonely, but it is what it is, okay? Because when I do have a man, I don't even like his ass. He gets on my nerves. He be touching me through the night. Just leave me alone. Sit in the bed eating Doritos, watching TV. I am happy that I have this break right now because pretty soon your girl TB is going to have a big dumb ass rock, and I will be married. Until then, okay? So I'm in the mall, minding my own business. I'm chilling with the homegirls at Guess. I'm buying a purse and a dress. It was before Valentine's Day. You might see it on Instagram. So it was a dude in there just super geared up. I'm like, oh, he's not from here. Not that men in Minnesota are not geared up. It's just, it's so cold that we are like hibernating in a house, like all of us, whether we're fly, whether we're not, like it's too cold. Like, for example, it was negative 50 degrees here like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month, but yesterday was -2. You get me. So it's so cold that you can't even really be yourself and shine, because anyway, so the dude was just like super geared up. He was fresh to death, okay? So I wasn't paying him no attention. And I see him kind of looking at me through the glass, through the mirror. So I'm like, you fresh? But I keep walking because I'm shopping. And he was like, no, you're beautiful. And I'm like, thank you, So I continue to shop, do my thing. I'm cracking up. I'm laughing. I'm just picking stuff out. So this was like 20 minutes later. So I see him waiting for me. And the girls were like, girl, he's waiting on you. Now, not that black men in Minnesota don't mess with black women, but they're known to really mess with the Asians and the whites and the here, which is fine, okay? It's not a black state anyway. So, and I've never had a problem getting a black man, so I'm not worried about it. So I'm like, he just couldn't be from here. So he waits on me. I'm super blushing. I'm shy. He's waiting on me to come out of the Guess store. I have my bags with me. And I just smile because I'm like, no, this nigga's not waiting on me. I don't got time for this. Now, initially, I did not think he was attractive. Like, not really at all. I knew he was fresh, but he wasn't handsome. But there's, like, difference between, like, he had sex appeal, okay? So we're walking and he's like, are you married? I'm like, no, there's no ring on this finger. I'm not married right now. So he's like, take my number. And I was like, and he's like, I'm sexy. Take my number. So he made me laugh, which is a good thing. So I take his number. He texts me that night and he's like, what are you doing? And called me the beautiful, And I'm like, I'm just chilling. I was probably drinking wine. And he's like, can I take you out tomorrow? I'm like, dang, he's moving fast. Like, this ain't gonna take me out already. So he's like, yeah, I want to take you out tomorrow. So I'm gonna fast forward. The next day, he breaks the date already, okay? The next day, he texts me saying his kid got sick. I'm like, you know what? I understand. It's all good. Boom. So that next day, he didn't text, and I'm like, okay, I'm skipping a whole thing. As we were walking, and if I skip too much, I'm going to do a voiceover in the parts. As we were walking, he let me know that he's here, and he's an African, by the way, and he's here, but he just left from overseas in Europe because he's a professional soccer player. So the dude's a professional soccer player. I don't know a lot about soccer. Come to find out, this dude's been in the World Cup and everything. I really didn't even know what that means. I watched the Kardashians. I'm sorry, I don't watch sports. I don't even know. I wouldn't have recognized the dude. I wouldn't even recognize a Timberwolves player if they walked past me. I just really wouldn't. That's just me. And this is no lie. I don't know sports. So he tells me that, and I'm like, okay, cool. So I didn't even care about that. Let's fast forward just a little bit. So we talk on the phone like 3 or 4 days later, and he's like, I'm at a game, He's watching the game. And anyway, to make a long story short, we had an amazing conversation. The conversation was like bomb as fuck. He immediately starts bringing up marriage. He wants a wife. I'm like, look, I don't want no more kids. He doesn't want any more kids. He has been divorced for 2 years. We just talked, like we clicked. His mind was just on point. Like we're just having a conversation about money, material. We're having a conversation about life. And just anything you could. And he was making me laugh too. So he was an African, so I was kind of having a struggle through the shit, but it was a good conversation. The next time I see him, I go to his house. I'm like, you know what? You're single. If you go to his house and you want to be a hoe, you can be a hoe. Because I've never been a hoe, okay? And I heard the shit's really fun. I've been in relationships my entire life, okay? So I go over there. I'm like, you know what? Ain't shit gonna pop off. One of it motherfucking do. So I go over there. Nothing popped off. But he was so sweet. And I still couldn't really get over this I wasn't attracted to him like that. So he shows me all of his accomplishments from playing sports, like all of his pictures, all of his soccer pictures, We talk about his ex-wife, how she did him like this, how she did him like that. I go home, boom, that's it. I really wasn't even thinking about him like that. This is where it gets juicy, okay? So, the next time I see him, I needed a ride from work. I'm like, you know what, can you come pick me up from work? And he's like, cool, I'll come pick you up from work. Even though in between the last few days he was kind of acting funny, I'm like, this dude must, no, I know he didn't live with nobody, because look, I'm skipping something. When I went to his house, he had literally just moved in, no furniture, no TV, but his whole room hooked up. He got a bedroom set, he got all of his trophies, all of his stuff, but he didn't have a microwave, nothing. He's like, look, you the only woman that's been in this house. You're the only one. He's like, you're the first one here. He was like, I'm gonna give you a key. I think what I'm not telling you guys right now is how hard this dude was fucking macking on me. Okay, this Libra. I'm talking about marriage, kissing me, damn near. Actually, the second time I went over there, he told me he loved me. I'm like, oh my God. So, but we had been hanging out. He's holding my hand. So the second time I went over there, he had to come pick me up from work. He comes to pick me up from work. He pulled up in a Benz, okay, a brand new Benz. I'm like, okay, he doing this thing. He should have a little residuals left because he hurt himself and he's not playing soccer anymore. So I'm like, okay, you should be doing your thing. You play professional soccer. So he pulls up. He's in the Benz. I'm like, okay. So we kick it. We go to a few more stores in my mall, and we have fun. Then we go to the MOA at the same place we met because he needed a watch fixed. And then we're just chilling. Like, I felt like we chill. So after that, he had to pick his kids up. And I'm like, whoa, you don't want me to meet your kids already, right? Like, I'm not, like, seriously ready for all that. So he dropped me off at Target while he went to get his kids. So at Target, I'm like, you know what? This man don't have shit in his house. Let me get some soap. Let me get some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me get a pan so I can cook in. I got some tacos, which is my favorite. I have them like 4 times a week. So I'm like, so that night I made him tacos. This nigga never even had, he said he ain't had tacos in like 10 years. First of all, I should have dropped the shit right there. I should have been like, you know what? no tacos. That's a deal breaker. I should have got my purse and left. Like, who doesn't eat tacos? Like, but he's not an American. He's an African. So I'm like, okay. So I make him tacos. I even had the beans with it, the onions, the tomato. I didn't cut up. I'm talking about, it was so delicious. I had the avocados. Like, I had everything that you needed for a fucking taco. So he's like, dang, like, this is delicious. He's fucking the taco up. Like, we're doing our thing. So after the tacos is where shit gets deep. So he's like, he's trying to like make the move on me. He's like, look, I've been looking for a woman like you. I can tell already I love you. And I'm like, dang, this dude making me hard. Of course he doesn't love me. Of course I don't love him. I'm like, you can't love me already, boy. Shut up. He's like, no, I do. He's like, you know, I want you to have the key to this house. I want you to be everything to me. He's like, I want a woman like you that cooks, that serves me, that is funny, that is bossed up. You know, I want a woman like you. And I can see that, you know. I agree with why he would want a woman like me. So I'm like, look, I know you kind of want something. You're making moves on me. I'm like, but like, do you have a disease? Like, no disrespect, but when is the last time you took an AIDS test? Like, you know, so we talked about that. You know, he's like, look, I have to be clean. He's like, I play professional sports. He doesn't play them anymore. He's like, but I'm good. Like, I take care of myself. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. This is how real the shit's gonna get, okay? But I'm gonna edit this part out because my homegirl gets mad when I drink on camera. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I love you, but shut up. So it went down. And it was amazing on top of that. So I'm like, this what these motherfuckers with the good shit at in Africa? Like, okay, you straight from the motherland, okay? I'm tapping out. I can't even hang. I'm like, wow, like this. As a matter of fact, I'm running. I'm pretty sure it was horrible for him, but it was great for me. So I'm running. Anyway, while we're in the act, he looks me dead in my motherfucking face and was like, I love you. And I was like, now instead of thinking, okay, this motherfucker is crazy, I was like, I love you too. Now we don't even know each other, okay? Not for real. So we're telling each other we love each other, and I'm just like, you know what? Sometimes things can happen like that. Hold on, y'all. I can't even pause it, but hold on. And this is ghetto as fuck, by the way. But I never said that I wasn't. I never said that I wasn't from the hood. I grew up right in Chicago. And sometimes that can't get out of you. You see Kanye? No, I don't know if he's a good example. But I don't want this to cut my lip. I'm probably missing out on so much stuff for this story, y'all. Y'all just don't know. So while I'm cooking tacos, let me go back a little bit. So while I'm cooking tacos, like we're like dancing and like he's just helping me cut up stuff. I'm like, this can be a good ass man. Like he's drying the dishes. Well, it wasn't no dishes, but he's drying the little glasses that I got from Target, and we're making drinks. Like we're kicking it before all this. I'm like, damn, I can see this. Like we're talking. Just everything was going well. One sec. I do not want to drink root beer after this. Everything was going bomb. So after that, I really didn't know how to feel. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I've been in a relationship, so I'm not used to really showing a man that I don't really know like that all of me, okay? As every motherfucking thing, right? I really wasn't, but he made me super 100% comfortable. I go home the next day. I'm expecting, like, as soon as I wake up, a phone call. As soon as I wake up, like, him to be flooding my motherfucking phone. It was nothing. 9 o'clock come around, 10 o'clock come around, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. I didn't call him. What I did, though, was I called my homegirl. I'm like, Kim, we finna go get this nigga, okay? I know where he live. I'm like, bitch, come on. Because I don't know how to deal with rejection because I've never been rejected. So I'm like, Bitch, we finna go fuck him up. Like, that Benz gonna be sitting on dummy because I'm not playing with him. You don't get none from me and then don't call me. Like, what part of the game is that? I know now. I tell you girls, you know, da-da-da, da-da-da. I'm like, don't do that. But me, I can't do sometimes what I tell my Taurus Barbie girls to do. So I'm like, bitch, you coming for real? She's like, I'm coming for real. Everything that was going to happen to his Benz was going to happen to his Benz. I was going to knock on the door, whatever. Bitch in there, she getting smacked. It was, in my mind, it was going down. Because I'm having visions of last night. You just looked me in the motherfucking eyeballs and was like, I love you. So I'm thinking, you know, like, bingo, I got this nigga, right? And then the next day, it's crickets. So around 3, I already got my homegirl like, okay, we finna go fuck this nigga up. Let's do it. She's like, I got you. So she on her way, and I'm like, I'm gonna call him. If he don't answer that phone, I'm gonna continue with my plan. If he answers the phone, it's on. So when he answered the phone, I act all ratchet all quick. I'm like, what the no, he's like, how are you? And I'm like, how are you? You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't called me all day. And he's like, what's wrong with you? I was like, you know what's wrong with me. And I want my stuff out your house. And I want my soap. And I want my this. And I want my that. And he's like, what? Do you know who you talking to? He was like, I can buy 50,000. Like, he just started, like, kind of going off, too. And I'm like, oh, don't argue with me. So we got over that. And everything got nice. And everything got cool. That night, we go to the casino. So we're back on. We're kicking it. We're doing our thing. He picked me up. We have a good ride all the way out to the casino. We're having fun at the casino. We're kicking it. Gambling, like doing our thing. Kissing, hugging. He's smacking my ass and grabbing my... Like, we're just holding hands the whole time. We're kicking it, right? So we're back on. Now he's like, okay, on the way there, he's like, your ass is crazy, a little bit crazy. He was like, the one thing I'm glad you didn't do or try to do and don't ever do is like bust my windows or anything. So I'm like, I wouldn't bust your windows. Like, I wouldn't do nothing like that. I'm like, boy, I'm grown. I don't have time for all that. I'm not finna, you know, I don't got time to bust your damn windows. So, he dropped me off that night back at home from the casino. I had to go to work. He goes home. He texts that night. We wind up talking again, like to 3, 4 in the morning. Everything's rolling. Everything's rolling. The next few days, I go to his house again. Did he pick me up? I think he picked me up again. I went to his house. This time, I spent the night. This time, I'm starting to spend the night. He's about to get this key for me. We're having the best time ever. Like, he wakes up listening to church music. That night, he had left for a while, and then he came back. I wake up, he like, damn, you're so beautiful when you wake up. He's just steady macking on me, right? So, when I wake up that next day, we go to the Mall of America. We have fun, but he's picking out all these clothes. And he's like, he started picking out shorts. And I'm like, why are you picking out shorts? Like, this is like dead fucking winter. Like, what are you doing? So he starts picking out shorts, and he's like, no, you know, the summer's gonna come quick, da-da-da. Anyway, he's picking out all these bomb-ass clothes. So, I don't know. I think we went out to eat. Like, we had fun. It's been 18 minutes right now, so I'm gonna try to get to I'm gonna wrap it up. So, we're picking out all these clothes. I'm gonna go way back, like 2 weeks before. He was like, I'm going to Vegas. And he looked over at me. I was in his car. We was at a car wash. And I'm like, I don't want you to go to Vegas. No, like, don't go to Vegas. I don't want you to go. Just acting spoiled. He's like, you don't want me to go to Vegas? He all geek, like, yeah, you like me like that? You don't want to go to Vegas? I'm like, no, I don't. So he's like, you know what? I'm not going to go to Vegas. And that's why we wind up going to the casino here, because he was supposed to go to Las Vegas, and I didn't want him to go to Las Vegas. So, he said he was not going to go to Las Vegas. So after we went to the mall and after we kicked it, and I've been spending the night, and he looking me all in my face, telling me how much he loved me. He wants me to be his wife. We're talking on the phone 7, 8, 9 times a day. We're texting. We're getting into the groove. He's calling me after work. I'm calling him. We're doing our thing. Next thing I know, I think that was like on a Thursday. Friday come. Now I'm used to hanging out with him already, because if you've been with somebody 2-3 weeks every single day and y'all are kicking it, you thinking everything is good. So Friday come and he said he had to work the weekend. I'm like, okay, you can do your thing, whatever. I don't have a Facebook like I told him, but I go on his Facebook, which is full of like pictures of his ex-wife and all his soccer shit, I go through his friends list. I'm like, let me see what kind of bitches he fucking with. So I go through his friends list, and on his friends list, I see his picture. So he got an entire another Facebook, a whole nother Facebook that is him, but it's how he gets busy. This is how he gets down. You know what I'm saying? It's pictures of him at the club. It's pictures of him all in different countries. It's pictures of him kicking it. Like, it's pictures of him doing him. He dressing sharp. He doing this thing. He got, not only does he have a black Benz, he got a gray one too. He's just really doing his thing. So I see a picture on Friday and it says, "Welcome to Las Vegas." And I'm like, okay. I didn't say anything. Nothing at all. We still texting. We still talking. He said he's going to his mom's house to get something to eat. I'm like, you know what? I'm cooking tacos. Like I do. I'm going to make some tacos, whatever. And it is what it is. So the next day, on Saturday, I see him in Vegas still. But this time, I see him with the very same shorts that he bought from the Mall of America. So I'm asking everybody, okay, like, what should I do? Like, this dude's lying to me. He's acting like he's here. When I talk to him, he's like, "Baby, I love you. I can't wait to see you. You know, I'm going to take you out here. We're going to do this." I'm like, okay, you know. But the whole time, he doesn't know that I'm seeing him on this other page in Vegas. So everybody's like, don't say anything. Maybe he doesn't want to tell you. Plus, he already told you and invited you to Vegas, and you said no. I work retail. I said no. I couldn't, even if I wanted to. And I don't even really like Vegas like that. Vegas is super overrated. So Friday, I seen that. Saturday, I seen that. I'm talking to the girls like, oh my God, like, I cannot believe he's just lying. Like, why is he lying? Like, he could have been like, you know what? I got the ticket before you. I'm going to keep going, but I'm going to stay in contact with you. Like, I did not trust him at this point. I didn't even know him well enough for real not to trust him. It's almost been like a month at this time. So Sunday, he has on another outfit that he bought while he was with me in the mall to go to Vegas. I couldn't take it no more. I probably had a few shots and some wine. I called his phone. He did not answer. He called my phone right back, but by the time he was calling my phone right back, I was already on 10 because I'm a little buzzed. And on top of that, I'm pissed that you've been lying to me. I'm talking about, he been lying to the point where he's like, yeah, I'm just getting off work. How was your day? And he's like, ooh, it's cold outside. Like, lying like he's really in Minnesota. So I sent him a picture, a screenshot. I was like, you a lying ass motherfucker. I just handled it all wrong, okay? While on top of that, not only did he lie, he lied again. He was like, those are old pictures, baby. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I'm here, you know what I'm saying? So by that time on Sunday, he was here. He sent me pictures. He was outside of his house. And I'm like, at that point, I snapped out of it. And I'm like, okay, you are really here. I'm like, I'm sorry, baby. I can't even believe I doubted you. He was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I'm really here. Because I didn't even tell him about the other stuff. This story is so long, you guys. Because after this, I did some other things. Like, since he just kept lying to me, I really want to sum this up because it's almost 30 minutes I've been running my fucking mouth. He just kept lying and lying. So we get into it because now he's caught and he's embarrassed and he's ruined things. Because if he could have just told the truth, I would have been fine with it. But for some reason, he didn't want me to know. I don't know if he was in Vegas with a woman. I don't know what was going on. But for some reason, he just would not tell me the truth. He still really has not admitted it to this day. So I get really, really mad at him. At 30 minutes, I'm stopping this video. And this is just to tell you girls that I'm not exempt from the bullshit when it comes to dating. So he's still denying it. So I'm like, well, who was taking your pictures? He was like, I have a son. He's taking my pictures. The man just was lying. But I know that the man really, really liked me, for 100% sure. But I had to stop it, because after you lie to me about something like that, I'm not going to be able to trust you at all. He still, like, we fell out, like, after that for like 4 days straight. I just couldn't trust him. So words got exchanged. I done called the man out on his name. I just couldn't handle the lies, because that means you the type that will go out and have an entire affair on me with a whole baby and everything and lie about it. And I couldn't do that. Now, I haven't dealt with Libras before. I've dealt with almost every other sign. Like, I haven't dealt with Libra, Scorpios, Capricorns. Like, I haven't dealt with a lot of different signs, so I didn't know. I should have reached out to a Libra Barbie, because I didn't know. So we exchange nasty words. Things get heated. I just kind of stopped liking him. He turned me off. I'm turning him off because he wants a girl that's submissive. Because you got to remember, he's a really big deal in another part of the country, like where he got to sign autographs and all that shit. So he just wanted a type to just shut up and take it, and I'm not that type. So he made me so mad to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna get revenge on him. I wound up going on his Facebook, friending all of the girls that he liked, and reaching out to friends. I done told the people that I think that he had a serious issue. Anyway, I will get more into the second part of what I did, because this video is long as fuck. But I just want to tell you girls that men will lie, okay? If I would have never went on that man's Facebook page and saw that he was out of town in Vegas, I would have never known, because he was calling me. He was acting like he was here. He was telling me he loved me. He was going in the car, maybe talking when it wasn't people around. Like, I just never would have known anything if it wasn't for social media. And social media, I'm pretty sure, has ruined a lot of relationships. But I'm kind of glad, I'm definitely glad that's over. Like, I don't want a man that lies to me. Like, I like brutal honesty. I want a man that is comfortable telling me things even if it's uncomfortable for him. Like, I just can't deal with a liar. Like, I just don't know how to do it. I'd rather shop, keep my shit in the closet so I can finally wear it, watch TV, chill, and have a peace of mind. Hopefully this was entertaining a little bit. I didn't make it juicy because I try to get the story out. But the second part, since you know all of this, and I'll tell you what I did after that, and the voicemails he was leaving, and all of that will tie up into that. But it's your girl TB, and this is the first time that I've really been single and dating, because normally once I meet someone, it seems like instantly after that we're in a relationship for years. And that's why it wasn't so out of the ordinary for him to be telling me that he wanted to be with me and get married and all that stuff, because I normally wind up locking the dude in and being in that relationship for literally 3, 4, 5 years. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, I'm gonna keep this to 30 minutes, and there's more videos to come. It's just lately, like, a lot of the girls that I talk to have not been wanting to be recorded. They have not been wanting to be on YouTube. Shit's been juicy, shit's been real, shit's been crazy, okay? These dudes are insane, and they lie. They lie to keep you around. They lie, and they will never tell you the truth about anything. They will go to their graves with the shit. So it's up to you to figure out what's real and what's not real. And definitely a lion-ass African soccer player was not about to have me on stuck sitting in the house while he's lying about going out of town. I don't think he had really bad intents. I think he just wanted to go out of town, come back, and we still be all good. But I found out, and I can't deal with a fucking liar. I hate it. I can deal with a lot of other things other than lying. I can't be lied to, and I cannot be hit. Some girls can get hit. I'm way too fragile. I don't know how to fight men. That's some shit that I don't know how to do. And it's your girl TB. I'm out. Peace. Peace. I know this video was long as fuck. You guys can pause and drink some wine. I'll put a disclaimer in the front. Pause and drink wine. Damn, I gotta take all these bags in, and I don't feel like it. Sweetie. Sweetie, sweetie.